October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and numbers show that 1 in 8 women in the U.S. will develop breast cancer in her lifetime.
And that's why medical experts say early detection is crucial. To talk more about the importance of breast cancer awareness and treatment options, we want to bring in Dr. Ann Wallace, the director of the Comprehensive Breast Health Center at UC San Diego Health. We want to thank you for being here, first of all.
Thank you for having me.
So let's start with early detection, and how does that affect treatment?
So, and this has gone full circle. So currently the recommendations for early detection are that a woman at age 40 gets a mammogram. Years ago, it was changed to 50. Now it's back to 40. And we highly encourage every year, although the recommendations are still every 2 years. But the data shows that when early detection at 40 starts, it saves lives by about 18 to 29%. So mortality is decreased by 18 to 29%. And when it's for every year that you miss, it can be a 2% change in mortality. So that early detection definitely changes the mortality and how much you have to do.
What are some of the early signs of breast cancer?
That's a really detailed question. It can be many things. It can be on a mammogram. It can be on any other type of screening. It's usually not pain. Pain doesn't usually mean cancer. It can be a lump, a thickening, redness. The biggest thing is there's no real age when you might see this. So we want our young people to know that we're seeing more and more young breast cancer. So if you have a change in your breast that doesn't go away after a few weeks, no matter what it is, speak to your doctor about it.
Let's say that you detect breast cancer and it's early enough. What are some of the treatment options?
So depending on what type of breast cancer it is, and this is where it gets complicated because there's what we call triple negative, estrogen receptor positive, etc. Early stage breast cancer usually starts with surgery, which means removing it. And more we know that breast conservation, meaning saving the breast, is actually better than mastectomy as far as living with your breast cancer. So it's usually surgery. But for our more aggressive biologies, we will do often chemotherapy first or immunotherapy. We're on the forefront of amazing new drugs in breast cancer that are keeping people alive when they didn't before.
You know, a lot of some women may be hesitant to go in because they think, oh, it's going to be too painful. Talk about the procedure, if you will, for a mammogram.
So it is true, a mammogram does really squish the breast. Our techs are amazing. They're highly trained in what to do, and so they take their time with it. But yes, the breast gets compressed into like a plate with different views so that you can see what we call medial lateral oblique and cranial caudal. And then that's a screener, and then you're usually notified of that within a few days. If a diagnostic is necessary, then they do more of a compression view, and we'll often add an ultrasound to it, which is just a device that goes over the breast.
And what are some of the misconceptions about breast cancer?
If I don't have it in my family, I can't get it. That's the big one, So only about 20 to 25% of people have any reason at all that they might have breast cancer. Most women, it comes out of nowhere. I'm too young to have breast cancer. My youngest is 17 years old. So just like all the other cancers, we're seeing an uptick of our young people. So you're never too young to have something, go get it checked.
And doctor, where can women go to find support if indeed they're diagnosed?
So it depends how they're diagnosed, but if it's with their primary care, then their primary care would immediately send them to a breast team, which is a medical oncologist, a surgical oncologist, and a radiation oncologist. And we are at the University of California, San Diego, obviously, but we are very blessed to have, good cancer care in all of San Diego.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. I mean, there's a lot more that we could talk about, especially with October bringing a lot of awareness, but we do want to thank you for being here and talking to us about this.
Thank you. Thank you for this important topic.